Okay, arm wrestling friends, welcome to the show Champions DNA, and I'm very happy to announce that I have two great guests, two ladies, Tina and Barbora. So today we're gonna dive into the female arm wrestling. So our sport is growing, and I think it's the great time to have finally female arm wrestler in my show. Welcome Tina, welcome Barbora. Um, how are you? I saw you, there was a big championship in the last weekend, and how it went?
It was in Czech Republic. It's a Golem hand, and I won. I won women class 60 plus and open class, and I'm so happy. And
I saw the pictures on social media. I thought it's the national championship, and but yeah, in the Czech Republic, is there a big competition? Is there a
It
big
was
tournament?
international.
Mm-hmm. We have last weekend the German national championship, and it was so big, so many people. We have 40 people in the newcomer categories, and the final were in the night and 3 a.m. in the night. So our sport is growing and getting bigger. So ladies, I have a question. So arm wrestling is, we can say it's a man-dominated sport. How it's happened that you two find each other being successful in this sport? How does it start?
For me, I started when I was in high school. So there we have some competitions on high school, and I just train in the gym and so, and then find me my teacher, and she asked me if I want to go to competition, and I said yes. And there I think I was on the second place, yes. And then it just started my
But
career.
you mean competition with the professional arm wrestling table at the school?
yeah, me also.
Yeah.
I uh, I was 16 years old when I started with arm wrestling. I do nothing about this sport, and when I was 16, I won my first European title, and I was 17. I won my first world title.
Whoa. So it always begins from the school.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay. If there is no arm wrestling into the school, you're probably not gonna do arm wrestling. Okay,
Uh,
that means that what Devan Warat is doing at the moment, bringing arm wrestling into the high school, seems to be a very good idea,
yeah.
finding the talents. And it seems that you enjoy the sport, right? So otherwise you're not hanging.
Of
How
course,
long
it's
does it?
our passion.
Yeah, it's a passion. It's
Yeah.
real passion. Okay, you're starting with arm wrestling, and how long does it take to get the first medals?
Like on the professional
Yes.
competition.
National, professional.
Mm, I don't know, about 1 year, maybe two. Yeah, something like this. Maybe 1 year, yeah, I think so.
me also.
Okay, okay. Um, and when you go out with friends and they ask you, and what are you doing? And you say, I'm doing arm wrestling. How the people react to that? Are they, what? You're doing arm wrestling? And can I test you?
Everybody wants to try our, you know. So it is very, you know,
Usual.
It's
yeah.
very funny because I live in village and we have village parties and so many people allowed me and they won't try it.
Won't try it. Okay. Okay. It's a normal
Yeah.
normal thing. Okay, how do you Barbora, you were very, very successful on the East versus West six, so probably you shocked the world winning against Gabriela, and she was no doubt considered as absolute number one female. And you go there and you got the first place. You defeated in very, very that was one of the best matches in my point of view. Be able to turn the match from 2-0 to 3-2 for you, it's a big thing. So that shows you're very mental. Your straight is on the high level. You stayed focused. Your self belief is very big. How does your normal life change after this win?
It was very interesting because I know that I can beat Gabriela. I am 22 years old, and it's very, very funny because I don't know. It was my dream. Will be in the top on the world, and I am.
Yes. You're definitely on top of the world in the arm wrestling, and the question is, what is the next? You have to stay motivated, and how do you gonna find the next challenge? Is there any plan for next matches, or how do you try to keep motivate yourself? Because it's it's tough to be the strongest in the world, and
I want to prove to people that it wasn't an accident, and next match will be with Gabriela in October, and I want to match on right arm, and left also.
oh, there will be another match
Yeah,
with Gabriela.
match.
Rematch with both hands
Yeah,
on East versus West.
yes. On
Okay.
21 October, I think.
Okay, that's gonna be probably East versus West 8, I think. Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Very interesting. That's gonna be a huge match. I can't wait. And there was a very technical moment. You both do our main technique is top roll, right?
Yeah.
Tina, you too? You're going over the top?
Insha.
Čo? A to nebol na mňa.
You're doing over the top. You're also yes, yes.
Yeah, sorry.
No
Yes, yes.
problem.
Like usually yes on my left hand, but on the right hand I had broke my wrist when I was a child, so it doesn't work. So I mostly I'm try to go to hook on the right hand, but on the left hand is better.
And you two you work out together. You meet you're from the same town and you work every week.
No, 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 no.
No?
We are not. We are about 300 kilometers.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
300 kilometers.
Tina is from Trnava, Sanec Trnava, and I'm from Orava, the North Slovakia.
Not Slovakia. Okay, okay, okay. I thought you are working out together. So let's start with Tina. Tina, how do you train for arm wrestling? You're very successful 5-time European champion, and you got second at the World Championship. This is very exactly. This is very high. So how do you train?
I train 5 or 6 times per week, but when I have like a big competition, for example, European Championship or World, so my prepare is about 3 months, but I train all year, but
So you're
like
stay in
specific,
shape,
yeah, but
but
specific
then
exercises, and so I do like 3 months. Yeah.
okay, you mean 5 times a week? You mean gym and practice at the table?
Like both, like
You combine both.
yeah. We have a sparring only one time, like every Sunday
Mm-hmm.
on the sparring,
Mm-hmm.
like practice on table and so. But then I train like, for example, back with the biceps and wrist,
Mm-hmm.
and so.
Okay, okay. And Barbora, how is your training split?
I currently trains 4 or 5 times in the week. Focused now I focus on the general strength. I train in the strongest club in Slovakia in Námestovo, but I won't go on the around of over Slovakia teams. Now I was in Trnava, Dobrá Voda, Senec, and we have sparring trainings in weekend on Saturdays. We have sparring trainings and practice.
So you're doing arm wrestling one time per week on the Sundays, and during the week you go to the gym, right?
Yeah.
And you're doing general strength. That means you're doing bench. Which exercise are you doing in the gym?
Bench, back, biceps, everything.
Okay, okay, okay. And hand and wrist every day. Wrist training,
No,
grip straight.
only Saturday, only Tuesday and Wednesday, 3 times per week.
Okay, I see. Um, what are you trying to write down your progression? Are you
Yeah.
having a notes? How 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 do you progress?
Yeah, I have plan.
Oh, okay. And
But
you're writing down.
Yeah.
Do you have okay, I see. It's
secret, Barbora, it's a secret.
keep it secret, Barbora. Keep it secret. Okay, Barbora, can you give us some records? I actually, what are your best lifts at the moment, or maybe some records that you can tell us?
On pronator, 35 kilos on right arm.
35 kilos pronation with
Yeah.
sleeve.
Or biceps with AZ, 65 kilos on both
65
arms.
kg for one repetition.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a lot. What about bench press?
85.
85 bench. Okay, that's good. And Tina, what are your numbers?
Like for bench press, I have 70 kilograms. For deadlift, 100.
70 kg.
Yeah.
You're benching 70.
Yeah. It's not that much, but on deadlift, it's 110, I think.
Deadlifting
Also,
110,
yeah,
but 70 is a lot.
it's not. It's not.
Okay, I'm benching 100, but okay. Okay, that's a lot for me. Okay, and biceps?
Biceps, I think it's 40, 45.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you whoa, that's very high numbers. I expected to be much low. Um, there is one there are many famous Slovakian arm wrestlers, but the one which everybody knows is Jan Germanos. He was famous with his straight. He was at one point of time, in my point of view, he was number one at the world. In the earlier years, probably the time before Voivoda came to the sport, Jan Germanos was heavyweight champion, and his straight was very strong people there in Slovakia. Very good athletes in all sports.
I think he is 14 times world champion.
Yeah, something like that.
And also, he's champion in bench press.
In bench press, in powerlifting. Okay. Is there someone in the family, Barbora, who is so strong and big? Is there any legacy in the family with sports?
Yeah.
Your parents or grandparents are.
And my brother too. I have an older brother, 2 years, and we are also strong.
Are they doing are they into the sport? Any
Um,
other sport or
Now he is football player.
football, soccer?
Yeah, and referee too.
Mm-hmm. And Tina, what you do? You have any sport in the family?
Uh, my grandfather, he was like a sportsman, and my mother is also like, but not professional, but like a hobby. Like
Mm-hmm.
she do
Mm-hmm.
everything, like
Mm-hmm.
swimming, volleyball, and so.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, which person in the arm wrestling community do you like? Which arm wrestler is someone who is motivating you? It's your favorite arm wrestler.
Tina.
You, Tina, and
Uh, for me, sorry, Barbara, not you. For me, it's John Berzank, and now it was Gabriela, but now when Barbara beated her, so also Barbara and Gabriela. It is really motivation. Like, but I can believe how strong they can be. It's impossible.
okay,
And for me, Gabi is still number one.
okay, Gabi, yeah,
Gabi and Levan Saginashvili.
Gabi and Levan. Okay, talking about Levan, did you watch the match against Gasparini?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very interesting match. Somehow, everybody who is facing Levan is getting out of this battle with big injury. He ripped the biceps of Devon. Now Hermes is also injured. I don't know what is happening there, but seems that he has some issue here with the chest muscle. But for 20 years, as I started arm wrestling, my first trainer was a woman, Veronika Bonkova. She was at the time world champion or second in the world in 60 category, and I was a junior, and I start working with her. So my first trainer, female arm wrestler. Okay, we have a very interesting event coming up, East versus West 7. I probably gonna fly to Istanbul to watch it because it's gonna be very interesting event. And
You're
if
also going.
you're also going,
Yeah, me too.
ooh, we're gonna see us there.
Yeah.
So let's go over the matches and talk a little bit. Let's start with the most interesting and probably most famous match is Devon facing Gennady Kvikfinia. Very, from my point of view, very difficult match to be predicted. What is your take on it? Start with Tina.
It is very difficult, but I think maybe Larat.
Varat.
Yeah. I don't know why, but I just feel it.
Barbora.
I have my fingers crossed for Gennady. I talked with him in a previous tournament in Istanbul, and he is a legend at our sport. He was
Yes.
able to beat a lot of strong guys. He was able to beat Levan, and but I think Devon is a slight favorite, and I think Devon will win.
Okay, but your fingers are for Gennady.
Yes.
Okay. Gennady is mental, so he's crazy strong, and he's
You will see.
he has the most wins over Levan actually, and I'm not, I don't know. I really don't know. I will never put money on this match because it's so hard to predict. Then let's move on to the next very interesting match for me. Kirgindali Ongambayev against Irakli.
I favor Irakli in the next match. He is very strong, and as she showed in the match with John Berzeng, and he deserved to fight for this title. On the other side is Ongrbayev. He is actually world champion and champion on this organization, but I think that Irakli will win.
Okay.
For me also, it will be Irakli.
Irakli.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Like
I think that Irakli is maybe the stronger guy, but I will go with
Bayev
Ongabayev
is
because I think
very
Ongabayev
star
is.
on the table, according to me. So
I think that Ongabayev has more option on the table and is. I think Ongabayev is the better arm wrestler. I don't know. Let's
yeah,
see.
exactly.
I think
Yeah.
Ongabayev is gonna win, but this is one of the most interesting matches. Then we have Revas against Dave Chaffee.
Dave.
Dave Chaffee. I also think that Dave Chaffee is gonna do it. Then another very interesting match. Alijan Muratov against Cody Merritt.
Muratov.
Muratov.
Yeah, I think.
We all agree that Muratov is gonna be the favorite. Then lightweight, Daniel Prokopchuk against Duk from USA. I think
Back?
yes, Dirk Ehrlich. He's the guy who defeat Coach Ray in the last
yeah.
event.
Yeah.
It's a right hand or
It's a right
left?
hand.
Right?
Yes. I think that Prokuchuk is gonna be too strong.
Yeah. But it's different weight category, no? Or
85.
I
Or
think 80 kg,
80?
something
80?
around 80 kg.
so Daniel.
Daniel. I think also that Daniel. Then we have my landsman Sasha Andreev from Bulgaria against Pauline.
Sasha.
I think also that Sasha is gonna win, but I saw a video of Pauline in some interviews with Engin, and he looks huge.
Yes.
He looks in tremendous shape. Then another great match. Engin Terzic is putting so good matches here. Vitaly Waletin against Tobias Sporong.
Waletin.
Vitaly.
Also Vitaly. Okay. I think that Tobias is gonna win. I don't know why, but he was so far away. Every time he shows up, then disappears, shows up, disappears, and every time he's stronger. His match with Marcio was very interesting with Muratov. Then we have Arif Artem against Georgi Tseranov. Heavyweight match. Very difficult to predict. My point. Georgi,
yeah. For sure.
Probably I would go also with Georgi. Zurab against Rob Vigent, RVJ against Zurab.
Zurab. But we'll see.
I think Barbora is a big fan of the Georgian team.
Yeah. Yeah, Zurab is very likable competition, very strong and determined to win. He beat with big names in our sport. He is a world champion, and I believe he win.
Yeah, and then we have the last one, Adam Virginsky against Bachu Sagiashvili. Adam is...
Yeah, like I didn't know who is it, like who is he, but he has a match against Bojo, right?
Yes. And he defeated Bojo.
I was like, what the hell? Like, who is he? So I think he will win. Yeah. Adam.
Basho is Levan's younger brother, or who is he?
Bacho Sagiashvili seems to be maybe cousin, I'm not sure, but very young Georgian guy, 17, 18 years old. He has he's doing crazy lifts with crazy amount of weight. I spoke with my Bulgarian friends, and all they said this young man is unbelievably strong and upcoming star. But Adam is also crazy strong and very smart guy. I have him here in the show. We made episode here. He's working. He has a background of American football, very dedicated how to work out with very strict plan. He has a huge arm, a right arm, a little bit disbalanced between left and right. And he's 24, 25. He's in his peak, and this young man is coming up. I would say Adam, but it could be surprised because this young man is also very talented. It's gonna be a huge match. Okay, ladies, I don't want to keep you here for a too long time. Maybe some final words. So our sport is developing. We're getting more people, more. Is there advice that you would like to give to the new people joining the sport, new girls, ladies, in general?
Barbora.
How said Coach Ray, stay strong and love wrestling.
Yeah, exactly. And just
Okay.
you have to love it and just train a lot and don't make a injury and just be careful and it will be good. And everybody
Okay.
can be champion.
Everybody can be champion. Yes. Thank you for your time. I'm very appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're gonna have a lot of interviews and thanks a lot. Stay
Thank you.
strong.
I love wrestling.
Bye.
I
Um,